There are places in Romania that feel like they were pulled straight from a storybook. SIBIEL is one of those places. It is a small village nestled at the foot of the Sindrel Mountains in the heart of Transylvania. Here, time seems to slow down. The houses are old and beautiful, with tall wooden gates and yards full of flowers. The air is fresh and clean, filled with the scent of pine trees and hay. A small river, also called SIBIEL, runs through the village, its clear water singing a song of peace and tranquility. It's a place where you can truly disconnect from the noise of the modern world and reconnect with something pure and authentic. When you walk on the cobblestone streets of SIBIEL, you feel a sense of history all around you. Every house, every stone, and every tree seems to have a story to tell. The people here are warm and welcoming, always ready with a smile and a kind word. They live simple lives, connected to the land and to the traditions passed down through generations. They are proud of their heritage, and they keep it alive through their customs, their food, and their stories. This village is more than just a pretty picture. It is a living, breathing testament to the enduring spirit of the Romanian countryside. It is a place that captures your heart instantly. The beauty of SIBIEL is not just in its picturesque landscapes or its charming architecture. It is in the feeling you get when you are there. It's a feeling of belonging, of being part of something timeless and special. As the sun sets behind the mountains, casting a golden glow over the village, you understand why so many people fall in love with this place. It is a sanctuary for the soul, a refuge from the chaos of everyday life. The village holds a special energy, an almost magical quality that makes you believe that anything is possible, and even the most incredible legends. This magical atmosphere is the perfect setting for a legend that has been told for centuries. It's a story that speaks of a time long, long ago when the world was different. A time when giants walked the earth alongside our brave ancestors, the Dacians. The story is not written in any history book, but it is written in the hearts of the people of SIBIEL. They say that the mountains themselves remember that ancient time. This legend is a core part of the village's identity, a whispered secret that adds another layer of mystery and wonder to this already enchanting place. The legend begins in an age lost to time, when the lands of Dacia were wild and untamed. In those days, the Dacians did not live alone. They shared the mountains and forests with incredible beings, a race of giants. These were not frightening monsters from fairy tales. No, the giants of SIBIEL were gentle and wise. They were enormous, as tall as the tallest fir trees, with hands so large they could move giant rocks as if they were pebbles. Their voices were deep, like the rumble of a distant storm, but their hearts were kind, and their nature was peaceful. The giants and the Dacians lived together in harmony. They were more than just neighbors. They were true friends. The giants helped the Dacians in their daily lives with their immense strength. If the Dacians needed to build a fortress, the giants would lift the heaviest stones into place. If a river needed to be crossed, a giant would lay a massive tree trunk across it to create a bridge in minutes. They helped clear forests for farming and protected the villages from the harshness of the wilderness. They were the guardians of the land, and the Dacians respected and loved them for their kindness and their powerful help. This bond was built on mutual respect. The Dacians were brave and hard-working people. They were skilled craftsmen and fierce warriors. The giants admired their courage and their ingenuity. In return for the giants' help, the Dacians shared their food, their music, and their stories. Imagine a Dacian child sitting on the enormous knee of a giant, listening to ancient tales as the sun set over the mountains. It was a partnership of strength and spirit, a golden age of cooperation where two very different peoples lived as one, sharing the beauty and the challenges of the land. Life was good and peaceful. The Dacians felt safe under the watchful eyes of their giant friends. Together they thrived. The fields were fertile, the fortresses were strong, and the communities were prosperous. The giants were part of the family, present at celebrations and relied upon in times of need. Their deep laughter would echo through the valleys, a sound of pure joy and contentment. This era of friendship between humans and giants became a cherished memory, a perfect time that people would speak of with longing for thousands of years to come. It was a time of magic and wonder right here, in the hills around SIBIEL. But one day, everything changed. A shadow of sadness fell over the land. The giants, the gentle protectors of the Dacians, began to feel a strange calling. They knew their time in this world was coming to an end. It was not a sudden event, but a slow, quiet farewell. They explained to their Dacian friends that they had to leave to travel to a place beyond the mountains and the stars, a place where they belonged. The Dacians were heartbroken. They could not imagine life without their powerful and kind friends. They pleaded with them to stay, but the giants' decision was made. It was their destiny. The giants did not want to leave their friends empty-handed. As a final gift, a symbol of their eternal friendship and a testament to their time together, they decided to leave something behind. They gathered all their most precious possessions. This was not just gold or silver. It was a treasure of immense power and knowledge, containing artifacts imbued with their ancient magic, tools of incredible craftsmanship and secrets of the earth that only they knew. List chunking. Media group detailed shot of artifact with glowing runes or magical symbols, placed on mossy stone at stock, distribute equally. Artifacts imbued with their ancient magic, tools of incredible craftsmanship, secrets of the earth that only they knew. They poured all their love for the Dacians into this final offering, a treasure so magnificent that its value was beyond measure. It was their legacy. On the day of their departure, the giants presented this incredible treasure to the Dacian leaders. The Dacilor could not believe their eyes. The treasure shone with an otherworldly light, radiating warmth and power. It was a bittersweet moment. They were receiving a gift of unimaginable worth, but it meant saying goodbye forever to their dearest friends. With heavy hearts, the Dacians accepted the treasure and promised to guard it with their lives. As the sun rose, the giants walked away, heading towards the highest mountain peaks, and slowly they vanished into the morning mist, never to be seen again. The Dacians were left alone, with a great emptiness in their hearts and a legendary treasure in their hands. The laughter of the giants no longer echoed in the valleys. The mountains seemed silent and lonely, but they had a sacred duty to fulfill. They had to protect the giants' gift. They knew that such a treasure would attract greed and conflict. The world was changing, and new dangers were on the horizon. The memory of their gentle friends gave them strength. They understood that protecting this treasure was the ultimate way to honor the incredible friendship they had once shared. The Dacians knew they had to hide the treasure well. The giants' gift was too precious to fall into the wrong hands. They chose a secret location, somewhere deep within the mountains surrounding SIBIEL. They used their own ingenuity and perhaps some of the giants' ancient knowledge to create a hiding place so clever and so secure that no one could ever find it. They swore an oath of secrecy, passing the knowledge of the treasure's existence, but not its location, down through generations. The secret was guarded as fiercely as the treasure itself, becoming a sacred trust for the Dacian people. Years later, a new power arrived in Dacia, the mighty Roman Empire. The Romans heard rumors of a great Dacian treasure. They conquered the land and searched everywhere for it. They dug in the mountains, diverted rivers, and questioned everyone, but they found nothing. The treasure of the giants remained hidden. The Dacians, if secret, was stronger than the Roman army. The Romans found some of Dicibal's gold, but the legendary treasure, the gift from the giants, was never discovered. It lay sleeping in its secret chamber, protected by the mountains and the loyalty of the Dacian people. Today, on this day, June 16, 2025, the treasure is still a mystery. The legend has traveled far beyond the village of SIBIEL. Over the centuries, many have come to search for it. Adventurers and treasure hunters from all over the world have explored the caves and forests around SIBIEL, armed with old maps and modern technology. They search for clues in old stories and listen to local whispers. But despite all their efforts, no one has succeeded. The treasure of the giants remains elusive, a challenge to all who dare to seek it. The mountains keep their secret well, and so the legend lives on. It is told by grandparents to their grandchildren on cold winter nights, around the warm fire. It is a part of the air you breathe in SIBIEL. The story is a reminder of a magical past, of friendship, loyalty, and a mystery that endures. Does the treasure really exist? Perhaps, but the real treasure might be the story itself. It is a story that inspires wonder, that connects the people of Sibiel to their ancestors, and that makes this small Romanian village a truly legendary place. The secret of the giant's treasure is still out there, waiting, and the story is not over yet.